What is going on, you guys? It is your host, Galadon, and yes, I'm back with another Lineage 2 Revolution video. And yes, this is a sponsored video, but I have to tell you guys, one of the most anticipated titles coming to mobile gaming ever. Since I've been playing mobile games. November 15th, this drops for Android and iOS. Check out the link in the description, you guys. You can pre-register and get all sorts of cool stuff. It is going to be amazing. It is going to be fun. You might have seen the video with Chief Pat and I where we live streamed a record-breaking dungeon raid in this game. It's crazy. I am super excited about this. If you guys have followed my channel at all, you know that I am a huge MMORPG fan. I came from the days of EverQuest and World of Warcraft, and this is on mobile. I mean, this thing is so elaborate, so in-depth, and it eliminates all the things I hated about old MMORPGs and really enhances the things I love. I mean, you can auto-quest through some of the grindiest stuff if you want. Now, I don't suggest auto-questing too much because you need to be able to learn how to use your special abilities, to time them correctly. Again, think back to MMORPGs. It's about maxing out DPS if you are a DPS character, and of course, if you're going to be healing, you gotta time those heals. It is just so in-depth. There's so much going on. You can see all the icons on the screen. There is no way that in about 10 minutes I could possibly get into any of the real details about this game, but I just want to share with you my excitement because I, yes, am going to be playing Lineage 2 Revolution when it comes out, and I hope that you guys are there playing it with me because I'm excited. I am out there. I'm going to reserve the name Galadon, and we're going to have a lot of fun together. Again, I mean, look at the path on the ground. I mean, it's these little things like this that help you. I mean, I hated getting lost in the forest. Where's the quest giver? Where are the mobs I'm supposed to kill? I have no idea. Now you've got this, you've got the path, you get there, you can accept the quests. The graphics, amazing, out of this world for mobile. Yes, for mobile and nothing scaled down. I mean, we're talking dungeons like you've never seen before. So many different levels of dungeons unlock in this game. It is incredible, and the dungeons themselves have different levels, different floors. Just going to run through a little bit of the Elven Ruins so you can get an idea. Now, I'm crawling these dungeons by myself, but this game has a huge social aspect. It is all about partying up with other players. It is about teaming up with other players. If you guys, again, saw the live stream that I did with Chief Pat, you know that that is absolutely key, and it's huge. We're talking about PvP, and PvP on a large scale. Talk about 50 versus 50 Fortress Siege, and yes, 200 player castle siege, okay? So it's all being handled on your mobile device, and that just, I don't know, it continually blows me away. And I just have always loved the open world feel to these games. Any sort of game like this that is so, the storyline is yours to create. It is yours to guide, to follow. If you want to be crafting, working on your armor, working on potions, gathering herbs, dungeon crawling with parties, alone, doing big raids, doing PvP, it's all there for you right here in Lineage 2 Revolution. And it's real time, you guys, obviously. You can see it right here. I'm working my way through the different mobs. I'm a little bit OP. I will admit that right here, I did have the opportunity to try out level 120 Galadon. So, yeah, if only I could keep this guy. Level 120, I'm just absolutely annihilating these Spartoid warriors right here. Not even close. And you can imagine that these dungeons are going to be much more difficult when you're trying them, and there's a different scale. You can try them on easy, normal, hard, and obviously you're going to want to have a party, a well-balanced party of players, and that is why you guys are going to want to join me and Chief Pat playing this game when it comes out on November 15th. And for me, one of the critical things is the ease of use, the ability to maneuver in this game. And it's super easy. You're going to use the left finger, the left pad there to move around, and then the right to control the attacks and the special abilities. You can see I've got 2 more yet to unlock, potions and scrolls there as well. I mean, it's all over the place, and you even have the mini-map up in the top right. You can see the mobs on the mini-map as I work on taking out these spiders. They are going to continue to respawn in this area, so we are going to need to move on. But I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of an elite dungeon right here. That's an elite dungeon where you get massive amounts of experience. Now, the Tower of Insolence is another dungeon, but it kind of has a different setup in that you're going to be facing a wave of monsters. Then after you eliminate the wave of monsters, you face the big boss. And there's a newer and slightly harder boss on each floor of the Tower of Insolence. So you work your way up. Think of it as this huge, huge tower with all of these floors, and it's going to test your limits in that which floor can you get to before you need to upgrade your character and try to get better, get more combat power before you come back. Here you can see I am working my way through the floors, and I think I'm up to somewhere around 11 or 12 right now. It's going pretty easily, but again, I'm level 120, and I have to realize that things are going to get a lot harder. So you see, just working on a few mobs right here, then the boss is going to spawn out of one of these portals here. So we get, here it goes. Okay, so that wave is down. Then we got the boss warning in 3, 2, 1. When the boss appears, well, I'm going to save these battles for you guys because it is a lot of fun. The graphics, pretty outstanding, and just an example of a couple of the bosses. There we go. So I'm up to 13. I'm up to the 13th floor of the Tower of Insolence. But you can see you've got that daily dungeon, elite dungeon, extraction pits, and so much more. Luckily, I've unlocked all of them because I've got the level 120 character. And we'll go ahead and show a little bit more of these dungeons unlocking it. I gotta tell you, when I played MMORPGs on PC, one of the problems was I was stuck. I was anchored to a computer. I couldn't move. I couldn't be out doing other things in real life. That is one of the ideal things about an MMORPG like Lineage 2 Revolution coming to a mobile device. You can do this from anywhere. All right, so that is going to be the Extraction Pit, Temple Guardian, Adina Vault, Trials of Experience, and then finally the Summoning Circle, each requiring a higher level character to get there. And of course, as you level your character up, you're going to need to work on his gear. Check out the inventory, so detailed. Again, the graphics just over the top, you guys. You can look at the individual items that you have in your inventory, and then you can forge them. And you can forge them in several different ways. Level them up, change their properties. Right here, you can actually change the substats of the items that you have in your inventory. But again, for me, it's all about that DPS and about getting through those dungeons. I love it. I love teaming up with other players, working together in small parties or in huge raids. And speaking of huge raids, think back if you've played an MMORPG on a PC before. How many players did you face? How many players were in your party? The biggest I ever had was 25 man. Those 25 man heroic dungeons. Check this out. 50 versus 50 fortress siege battles. So you've got 100 players battling at the same time on your mobile device. Where has technology come? It is amazing how far we've come in just a few years. And that's not even the limit, you guys. 200 player Castle Siege Warfare. That is going to get released after the launch. I'm looking forward to that as well. Cannot wait to see that. This, again, just an example of 50 versus 50. Competing against other guilds and competing against your own guildmates for who can throw out the most DPS. That was always a favorite of mine. I cannot wait to see this in action, you guys. It's going to be absolutely nuts. So again, I'm hoping that you guys download Lineage 2 Revolution with me. Again, check out the link down below. You can pre-register for the November 15th launch. And yes, of course, it is coming to both iOS and Android at the same time. So again, look for me, follow me on Twitter for notifications as this comes up, as I download it and we can play together. I cannot wait. I honestly have had more people ask me about Lineage 2 Revolution than any other game pre-release. So I cannot wait to see this in action. Hope you guys are going to join me on the quest. I'm going to have to reset from level 120, but it was fun to get to try things out, to experiment, and I cannot wait until this is out and released. Again, November 15th. If I haven't said that before, you guys, thank you as always for watching. Get ready. Let me know what class you guys want to play when Lineage 2 Revolution does release. So stay tuned, get excited. Thank you guys for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Cannot wait to see you guys again tomorrow for what? Of course, for more full attacks.